Hi, I'm Greg Hallett. I want to talk today about that magical $6 drink that you end up paying for if you go to fancy coffee shops. I love those drinks. I just don't like paying for them. We all know that the price has gone up. I am going to show you today how to make them for a fraction of that cost, around the $1 to $1.20 range. And so I'm going to go through a few things with you. Also talk about the calories and really sort of demystify it. You know, a lot of people think, oh, a latte is something special. It's really not. There's 3 ingredients in a latte. This is actually a vanilla latte that I'm going to make today. You need milk. We'll talk about milk in a second. As a matter of fact, let me do this first. I'm going to get it steaming. I'm going to use today an espresso machine. Actually, this is made by Breville. Breville works with Nespresso to make this machine, so it uses Nespresso pods. This is an expensive machine, actually. It's around $600 maybe if you buy it today. If you buy it on sale, you can get it for around $550 maybe during certain parts of the year. You got to watch it. Regardless, it pays for itself very, very quickly when you're comparing it to $6 plus tip drinks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to steam it. This is how you do it. This is, you just have a steamer wand here, put it in place, hit the button, and it's steaming. Now, let's talk about milk. Milk can be anything you want it to be. I'm using 2% organic milk here. You can use 1%. You can also use a plant milk. This is almond. In terms of calories, the 2% is going to have around 90 calories in 6 ounces. 1% will have a few calories less. The protein or the almond milk is actually maybe 20 calories, 20 to 25 calories in 6 ounces. So you can sort of decide on which milk you want. I'm using 2%, but just because it happens to be what I have around. In my opinion, if I'm around 100 calories for this drink, I'm in good shape. So as you can see, it's steaming. This is again, a good machine. The one thing about this machine, it doesn't steam milk and make coffee at the same time. Just remember that. So anyway, I mentioned there was 3 ingredients. The first one is milk, which we're frothing. That's going to take just a second. The second one is in this case, a syrup. This is vanilla syrup because we're making a vanilla latte. This is sugar, or sweetener and flavoring. It has 40 calories per tablespoon. And then you need coffee. Now the coffee is the big expense in this endeavor. An espresso pod is around $1, to be honest, which is high. It's better than paying $6 for a drink, but it does cost $1. If you want to get around that, by the way, there is a version of this machine. I didn't tell you the name of the machine. This is called a Breville Vertuo Creatista. Vertuo Creatista. There's a version of this machine that doesn't use espresso. It just has a hopper that you pour whole coffee, unground coffee in, and it grinds and makes a cup, the single serve thing. That will save you a lot of money. For me, this is about convenience. So I'm happy to save money on a cup of coffee, but I don't want to spend all day making it, and I certainly don't want to spend all day cleaning it up. Really, there's 3 things that matter to me: the taste, the ease of making it, and the ease of cleaning it up. That's sort of why I went with this machine. Okay, so we've talked about milk. Now let's actually make the coffee, and I just realized I do not have a mug. Kelsey, you want to grab me a mug real quick? So basically I put this in, and I am going to make the coffee now. Before I do that, this is another little thing. If you're trying to save time, let it mix itself so you don't have to mix it at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in a tablespoon of this syrup. Again, that's 40 calories. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit this button, which is going to make the coffee. This pod, by the way, is a 2.7 double espresso shot, so it's not a lot of coffee. Most of a latte is just steamed milk. So here we go on that. So we're making the coffee. Let's talk about cost, by the way. The milk, if you just figure it out, you're going to spend about 20 cents on milk. I won't work through all the math, but figure 20 cents, 10 cents, and then the coffee, like I said, can be up to $1. Sometimes you can get things on sale, but you're probably around $1 on the coffee. Again, you can probably get that down to 20 or 30 cents if you use the alternate machine. So now, that's all the coffee we're making. So you have, again, nothing in this cup except for a shot of vanilla syrup. and a 2.7 ounce Nespresso coffee cup. That's it in terms of a latte. I'm just waiting for it to finish. And when it's done, it's sort of taking its time here. But when it's done, all you have to do is pour in the milk. And while that's happening, let me show you how easy it is to clean this up. I don't know if you noticed, but it actually has a self-cleaning mechanism, so you don't have to clean inside that steamer. All you really have to do is take a paper towel, a wet paper towel, and wipe down the outside of that wand. And if you do, you're clean. So it cleans itself on the inside. You clean the outside of the wand, and you're done. Again, simple is really, really important. Easy cleanup. I've had coffee makers like this in the past that take forever to clean up. So now I'm going to do something that drives my wife crazy. I'm going to pour it like this. The reason I pour it like that is to stir it, not because I'm trying to make a mess. My wife thinks she's a conspiracy theorist about that. She thinks I'm trying to make a mess. I'm not. I just like to pour from a height because it creates more, more movement in the cup. And so this cup is too small, so I have a little bit of milk left. But that's it. That's all you have to do to have a drink that's going to taste pretty much as good as anything you're going to buy anywhere. It's that simple. As a matter of fact, a lot better than you'll get in a lot of coffee shops. Save your time. You don't have to go to the coffee shop. You don't have to stand in line. Save your money. You don't have to tip on this either. Hope you enjoyed that. That's all that I want to speak about in terms of coffee. Go out and do it.